Well, welcome to the 1.5 redneck Dell Hollow Lake hunt. Marc Hoover here, digging with 7. We've had a good week, haven't we?
It's been a lot of fun so far, Lloyd. Can't wait to finish out the week here.
Yeah. We're going to 5 Mile Holler tomorrow. You won't see that video until next week, if we survive and if we get out of there. But Marc and Gail brought their granddaughter Solo, and me and Raina brought our granddaughter Raylan and one of her friends, and the kids have had a good time jumping in the water.
They've had a blast, just jumping in the water, swimming, going down the slide, and just laughing the whole way. It's been a blast.
I told Gail, we went to the state dock and ate last night, ate supper, and I told Gail, I said, if I had their energy, I'd tear this old body up in 10 minutes.
It wouldn't last long, that's for sure, with all the energy they got.
It wouldn't last long. We haven't found anything here at the lake spectacular. We can't top Reese when he found the silver.
No silver.
We can't top Steve Zazulik. What do you think about that video that he put out at midnight last night?
That's incredible. I mean, Steve is just always surpassing everything he does with the things that he finds and the places where he finds them. And I was expecting him to go over Niagara Falls next to find something.
And guys, if you haven't seen it, go to either Adventures in History on Facebook or Relics Radio on Facebook. He is it's a rapids, but it's a little waterfall, and they were, the way I understand it, they were doing some filming, and she just went out there and laid down in those rapids, and the rain washed off.
Right.
And I think they hunted like 2.5 hours.
And they found it.
And they found it, sure did.
Yeah.
And I was editing video up in the studio, and it was close to midnight Central Time, and I get this message that comes in, and it's Steve Zazulik, and I see it's Steve Zazulik, and I thought, well, what in the world is Steve sending me a message this late for? And I opened it up, and I thought, now this is why they call him the ring finder.
No question. I mean, he's proof in everything he's writing in his book about finding rings, and just incredible that they were able to do that. So I hope everybody goes and watches that video, because you're going to see some amazing footage of him out there looking for that ring.
And obviously he's a good friend of ours, and he's been on, well, I've had him on several shows, and you've been a part of all of that. Support his book. Buy his book.
Yeah.
The Ring Finder. And
get that book, and you'll learn a lot of techniques and things that Steve has put in that book about getting started in metal detecting and looking for items for other people. And there's a lot of great tips in there. Even if you've been doing this a long time, you're going to want to get that book, because Steve's got some great information in there.
Yeah, he does. And it's more than just going out and finding jewelry. You're going to learn about a metal detector. You're going to learn about settings. You're going to learn about coils. You're going to learn a lot of things, even if you're a relic hunter. This is a good book to have.
Well, I think one of the interesting things in there, and I learned this myself, is that when you go out and you're looking for something for somebody, you have to start out asking a lot of questions, because you'll learn things by asking questions. And Steve talks about that in the book. There's a certain psychology to going out and helping people, and you want to be professional, and you want to present yourself well, because you're representing yourself, you're representing the hobby, but you want to ask a lot of questions so you know exactly where you want to look.
Yeah. But we didn't find a ring, and we're gonna go back out today. This will be the last day of water hunting, and then, like I say, tomorrow we're gonna go to 5 Mile Holler. That'll be coming out in a video next week. And what are we gonna do Friday?
Well, I hope we're going to go to 5 Mile Holler. I don't know.
No, not Thursday, Friday.
Oh, Friday. I was thinking, I'm so excited about 5 Mile Holler. I was thinking about going there. No, we're going to Chattanooga to the Civil War show with American Digger magazine, and Butch and Anita, and just everybody that we've been talking to. Everybody's so excited about being there. We're really looking forward to going there as well.
Yeah, I'm going to do 3 shows there. Probably going to start out with either History Seekers or American Digger magazine and do a show with them, and then whichever one we don't start with, that will go second, and then we're going to hold our show to the last because we've got a full lineup in our show.
We do. We've got Riley and his dad are going to be on, and Chuck, and then we're going to have Shannon and Emily Copeland, little Miss Dirt Digger, is going to be on. And then we're going to have a few other surprises while we're there as well, Loy. So I hope people listen because we're going to be making some major announcements while we're there.
Found some clad, found some bullets. The only big surprise that I had was I found a Civil War buckball, which is not uncommon because there were a lot of Civil War soldiers. Dale Hollow used to, Obie River ran through here, and so they would, transition up and down the river and everything. But haven't found a lot of things. And then we had a little debacle yesterday afternoon.
Well, I know. I guess I should tell everybody I found a waterlogged iPhone. The only problem is it was in my pocket. It wasn't in the water, so I wasn't really thinking about it and had my iPhone in there, and so. Here it is. I have it. We tried to dry it out, and it kind of half works. And I was thinking,
well, that's perfect. It half works.
It half works.
You're half redneck.
Half redneck. Every half redneck needs to have a half working phone. So here it is.
Well, in all fairness, though, the reason that you went out there is we did find a little pocket on a shoreline and out in the water a little bit, where there were a lot of coins. I mean, we actually found quite a few. And Mark made the comment. He said, if all of this money is up here, you know that there's jewelry out there.
Right.
And he didn't think about phone or nothing else. He had these big gold ring visions in his head and just walked right out.
I started walking out in the water without even realizing my phone was in my pocket. And so now I got a half working phone. But that jewelry is still there, Lloyd, so, I think we're just going to call that Coin Beach, and at some point, we'll go back to Coin Beach and see if we can find all that jewelry further out in the water.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to take my phone next time.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. And here's the thing about it. Earlier in the day, you gave me a waterproof case for my phone. You should have kept it one more day.
I should have kept it.
And by the way, guys, here's something else. We're giving this pulse dive away. When? August the 1st?
August 1st, yeah. We're gonna have Tim Draper from Treasures in America, and he's a new Nokta macro reseller, and we worked with Nokta Macro, and they decided to give us a pulse dive that a lot of people are looking at this now, and they're selling quite a few of them. So we're actually going to give away one on the show.
Yeah, I want one of them. I really do. I think that in some of the spots here, and check out this beautiful little case.
I love that case.
I do too. And then everything is in here. Here's the pulse dive, and no, we're not going to take it out and use it. So whoever gets it, it's going to be new. But you can actually take this head off of it and then put the pin pointer attachment on. Now you can't do that underwater. I did read through the directions there. You got to be out of the water or it'll wind up like your phone,
Well, does it come with an iPhone?
No, it does not come with an iPhone, but it does come with the pin pointer attachment, and you get a good little Nokta Macro bracelet wristband thing. It's got a carrier here if you're using it as a pin pointer. All of the charger and everything is in here. I want one of these.
I do too. That's a great little pin pointer underwater detector. That's a great little one.
August the 1st.
Somebody's going to win it.
Yep, on Relics Radio. And can I enter?
No, you can't enter. And neither can you, Jeff. You can't enter either.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoy this video here. Like I say, we don't find a whole lot of stuff, but we have a big old time.
Yeah, we had a great time. I'm looking forward to the rest of the week and going out and seeing if we can find a little more, and somebody's going to win a pulse dive.
Thank you, Nokta Macro, for giving this to us. Yep. All right. See you guys.